Went to town, and then it started raining just as I got back. And I ran and saved everybody and got nice and wet. And then I got everybody covered up and got the dirt covered up that I haven't spread yet. And then it stopped raining. But I'm now wet. So I'm going to go change. I am cold. But it stopped raining, so that means I can go spread some more dirt. Well, it rained finally, which was nice. And I went and bought some grain from town, so I have to go get that. It was raining, so I threw it under the roof of the big building over there. And now it's not raining for a minute. I probably will continue, so real quick while it's not, I'm going to go get those and get them to my house so they don't get wet. They used to make these bags 40 kilos, which was like, I think, 90 pounds-ish, 80, 90 pounds. But then the government went and changed the size and said they had to be 25 kilos, which is more like 55 pounds. And so they are a lot easier for me to move, which is great. But Mexicans were just like, the heck with that. It's supposed to be so that it's healthier for the workers. And instead, they just grab 2 at a time. So actually, it's more heavy. It's heavier now that they made this regulation. A lot of times Mexicans will just grab 2 or 3 of them at a time and carry them. It's like, that kind of defeats the purpose. But it is easier for me to carry them to my house. And there we go. 4 bags transported. And now I gotta go feed some chickens. First I gotta open some corn to give my group in the back. Really, it's fun trying to figure out which side of the string is going to go. Give them a full one. I'm going to go feed the ducks and the chickens. I got to make sure I hide the food. Well, I don't hide it, but I make it so the ducks can't see where I put it down, because otherwise they harass me constantly. Every time I come out of the house, they're like, "Oh, food for us. You must have something." You guys are being annoying. Hey, get! You guys, thunder! That is too rough. Okay. Well, a duck just lost its tail feathers because Thunder takes his job seriously of keeping the ducks out of the food while I walk away for a second, and they got some, so. Whoops. There you go. My little Kikariki's chickens. There you go. No, guys, it's not for you. Thunder, no. It's always a balance of trying to tell the dog to help you to keep the animals away, in this case the ducks, so they don't steal the food, and not letting them kill said animals, because he finds that very fun to chase them off, which makes him effective. However, if he gets too zealous, then my ducks lose feathers and have caused one to be lame for a few days because he hit it, I think, a little hard. But in general, he's very helpful. I just have to be careful because with the sternness and the irritation of my voice, he is launched into absolute defense of the chicken food in this case. Okay, last ones. I wish that years ago I would have known more about chickens. I still wish I knew more about chickens. There's a lot to learn, always. Unfortunately and fortunately, life is a constant learning. But I lost a lot of chickens in the beginning, chicks that were just a few months old, by using medicated feed. And I see people on the Facebook groups over and over and over again having these same issues. But medicated feed is a terrible idea because it is, well, first of all, in my opinion, you shouldn't be giving a healthy animal medicated food, because if they're healthy, then they don't need medication, so that's kind of counterproductive. But this preventative of coccidiosis is not great, because if they then get it, then you have very little that's helpful, and then the medication to actually rid them of it doesn't seem to work as well, and they have a weakened immune system. And with the weakened immune system, it's just really hard for them to recover. And I lost so many because they had the medicated food like pretty much their entire lives. This is before I knew. But they had this medicated food, and then all of a sudden they would just all get sick and die. And I lost probably a few hundred chicks that way. So now I don't use medicated food. I use a lower protein feed, which is 14%, and I move them on grass like I do my sheep. But I don't feed them any food. They just eat grass. But the chickens eat, chicks specifically, a 14% feed that I found that doesn't have medication of any kind in it. And on grass, it seems to still be okay. And I don't seem to have any troubles with it. But boy, I would have liked to know that before I lost several hundred chicks specifically. But ever since then, I've hatched out a few hundred, and I have lost maybe 2 due to a couple different smaller reasons. But I wish I would have known that. And I'm going to feed those last ones here in this chicken tractor, which looks a little beat up on the outside. Don't want to touch the electric fence, because that is definitely on right now. Oof, it's hard to do things one-handed. Watch out, guys. Sorry. It's starting to rain again. I wanted to do some other things, but looks like I'm going to be doing something indoors today, because it is raining again. But I am glad it's raining, because we were out of water pretty much. Let me get some eggs. What we got for eggs, guys? Only 6. It's kind of skimpy. Let the floor down all the way so they can get in. I made them this nest with wool, but they don't like it, so I should probably just replace it with grass. They probably still wouldn't lay in it. Okay, I've done my evening/afternoon chores. But I forgot to get the eggs from the other pens. So I got 6 from that one. Me trying not to step on the grass that's literally everywhere. It's because the cow is going around in a circle, rotationally grazing, so I'm walking over what will be her meals in like a week or so. Guys, Thunder, stop messing with the ducks. No. Stop. I don't have any food left for them to get, so just leave them alone. Let's see what we got here for eggs. Just 1 egg. This elephant grass that I planted here is getting quite tall. It's almost, well, oh, look at that. There's a spider on the end. Sorry to disturb you. Anyway, this stuff's getting to be almost as tall as me. I planted it here because this is where the chickens were. There was a chicken pen here. So I thought, well, let's try it. Try mixing the 2 types of grasses, and it's working pretty good. Even got some volunteer tomatoes here. There's a volunteer there. Another one here. Probably won't produce anything, but several of them there. Oh, look at that. There's a pea plant. And the biggest volunteer tomato is this one right here. It's even getting flowers. So maybe it'll make something. It's so raining here normally that they don't do that well. But hey, you volunteer around here. I'm all for volunteers. I love volunteering. Especially when it's volunteering for something to eat. Oh dear. We don't got more broodies, do we? We don't need any broodies. Watch out. 5 eggs in here. Go get it. Go get something. Go get it. Go get a stick. Silly dog. Take this last penny for eggs. Only 2. And you guys all on the fritz. I don't think they were liking all that heat. It was pretty hot there for a couple days. And it's like half the eggs dried up. Aw, man. It's starting to rain again. I guess I'm going to be doing something inside today. I am not interested in getting soaked for a second time today. Now you hear it coming down the mountain. Gotta get to my house fast. It's starting to rain. Here it comes. Whew. I'm glad I got my chicken food in because it's really raining now. Well, at least I got the stuff done before it started. That'll be all today, folks.